Hello everyone and welcome to another installment of Stretch Pilates at home exercises. So today we're going to go through some stretching and mobility drills, and Stefan over here is going to be my willing participant. So Steph, we're going to start by getting you on your hands and knees in 4-point kneeling. So it's important that you are comfortable, that your mat has enough cushioning so that your knees feel comfy, but that your hands and wrists are still okay. So what you can do is, if you start to feel uncomfortable in the wrists in this position, you can fold your mat over and make sure that the knuckles and fingers are over the edge of the mat and that the wrist is poised on top so that there's a descending angle towards the tips of the fingers. Otherwise, get comfy on your mat and we're going to begin. We'll start with some spinal articulation. So I want you to arch your back up towards the ceiling. You're tucking in your chin and your tail, and you're heaving your spine up towards the ceiling on an inhale, filling your lungs with air, and then you exhale to allow your spine to sink towards the ground. Don't go too far, but do feel comfortable. Go further, Stefan. Go further, go further, go further. Great. So now we arch up and inhale at the top again, tucking in your tail, heaving up your spine. And then you exhale to sink back down towards the mat with your spine, allowing your bum to be exposed behind you. And then again, tucking tail, tucking in your chin. Inhale to fill the lungs with air. And last one, exhale to sink forward. Now keep your shoulders away from your ears, and we're going to take your bottom back onto your heels now. So you're just going to lean back. It's important that you keep your chin tucked in and you don't dip your head towards the floor, and then come back up into 4-point kneeling. Great. Let's lean back again. We're going to carry on doing this a few times, Steph. So you're going to rock forward onto your hands, all the while you're making sure that your chin is slightly tucked in and that you're maintaining that neutral neck while going back and forward. Your chin will want to poke out in front of you, and your neck will want to overextend itself, but you're trying not to. So we're stretching into the shoulder blades. Last one, you're going to pop your bum back onto your heels with your arms out in front of you, and you're going to allow your head to sink down towards the mat now. So you're rounding into your back. And a lot of the time I see people try and overreach with this exercise. They open up their knees and they sink their spines down to the ground. We still want a slight flexion throughout the whole spine. So you're pushing your bum back onto your heels and you're lowering your head so that there's one long beautiful curve in your spine. You're going to walk your hands to the right of the mat. So you're going to slowly move your hands over to the right. Pause. Here's your opportunity to stretch the side of your body. So I want you to take your left bum back onto your heels, and you're going to reach your left arm as far forward as you can get it, stretching into your left hand side. Deep breaths in and exhale. Last one. And then we're going to walk to the left hand side. So move those hands off the mat and to the left hand side. Again, stretching into the right, breathing deeply to try and aid in that flexibility of the side body. Pulling your right bum back onto your right heel. Good. Make sure you do keep shoulder width distance between your hands. Sometimes people are overzealous and they walk their right hand too far over. So you're wanting to try and frame your face with both arms. Keep shoulders away from ears. Come back to the middle. Good. And now we're going to slowly articulate, lifting your spine up to straight. So you roll yourself up and go all the way onto your knees, kneeling upright. So Stefan, lifting your hands and upright. Great. Put your right foot, so carefully move your right leg out in front of you so that you're in a kneeling lunge position. That's brilliant. So now we're going to stay in this stretch, pushing your pelvis forward. I want you to lean over that front right foot. But if your right foot is too close to your left knee, you might need to wiggle the foot further forward so that you don't have a situation where you are lifting your heel. The right heel mustn't lift. That's great. Lift your arms up above your head, please, and try and straighten those arms up to the ceiling. And we're now stretching into the front line of the body. You can tilt over to your right hand side to get a deeper stretch if you're still seeking more out of this movement. Hold it there. Tuck your tail by squeezing your bum and tucking your tail, and suck in your tummy. And this will protect your low back because we're stretching the muscles on the front of the torso, but not at the detriment of the spine. Slowly come back upright to level. Bring your hands down and then rock back to neutral with your pelvis. Change your legs. Left foot steps in front. Lean forward, pressing your pelvis forward. Tuck your tail. Suck in your tummy. Straighten your arms above your head. Hold the stretch, breathing throughout the movement. So now here we're going to tilt to the left-hand side. So the right side of your body is getting a good stretch. Lovely. Keep the tuck in the tail. Keep the pressure forward, Stefan. Yes. Breathe or a few more breaths. And then back to center. Lower your arms and come out of the stretch. That's lovely. We're going to stand. You're going to take a big step with your right foot forward. You're going to fold over your right thigh with a straight back. Good. Hold that stretch, lengthening your spine, trying not to round your lower back. Square off your hips and hold this stretch. Keep both heels on the mat. Fold all the way now forward so that your spine and chest are pressing towards your shin of the right foot. Keep both legs straight if possible. Slowly engaging your core, your glutes, and your tummy. Pull yourself back up to standing. That's it. Now we're going to change legs. You can feel if an exercise is not quite right for you. If you're feeling like this is a bit taxing, then there are lots of other ways to stretch your hamstrings. So we can rather go the more conservative route. But I like that we're getting calf and hamstring and being very aware of your spinal position. Fold fully over the left shin. Trying to keep your heels down. Don't hold your breath. Breathe. Again, engaging the core to make sure that you're stable and you're protecting your back. You're going to squeeze your glutes and slowly rise up. Balance is being challenged. Well done. And then relax. Step back. We're going to go to the back of your mat so that you have your whole mat out in front of you and take a big step with your right foot forward. You're going to bend your right knee, pressing your left leg down behind you, and then place your hands on the inside of your right foot. Great. Holding this long stretch, you're going to pull your right knee out to the side and dip the hips even lower, feeling it in the right glute, left hip flexor. If this is enough of a challenge, then hold this position for another 10 to 15 seconds. But if you're looking for a little more, you can choose to drop one elbow or both elbows onto the floor. So Stefan's going to attempt to do it, and he manages. So holding that stretch, trying to iron out your spine so you don't round into your lower back. Then you come out of this stretch, one hand at a time. Bring your knee into the middle. Good. And slowly swap legs. Holding the stretch with a nice firm back. First hold it in the normal lunge, the deep, long lunge. Then when you feel comfy, take your left knee out to the side. See how his foot is almost like it's a twisted ankle. The foot is moving onto the outside of the ankle. If you have a history of ankle injuries or discomfort and you're not feeling the vibe of this stretch, the benefits of the stretch, then you don't need to do that section. Pop down into the elbows, lengthening your spine once more. Opening your knee even more. Straightening your right leg as much as possible. Hold it there for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out of the stretch. Step your left foot back behind you. Downward dog. Lift your bum up in the air, pressing your heels down. So this is really a lot of mobility. And we see a lot of stretches that are coming through from yoga poses. And Pilates definitely takes its origins from yoga, but we do tend to move through movements and we do tend to do lots more repetitions. However, this is a lovely stretching sequence, and maybe it's good to take time and to be patient in these poses and really work through that full range of your muscle. Holding it there, it's by no means easy. It's hard to stay here, but you're stretching into those tendons of the lower leg, into the Achilles, into the soleus, into the gastrocnemius, stretching into the hamstrings as you expose your bum even more. And then you can rest on your knees, coming down into prayer stretch. Take a moment. Lovely. So we've stretched the front, we've stretched the back, and now we need to do the sides of the body. So I want you to sit on your bottom, Stefan, facing forward. Spin around so you can face You're going to take your right foot and place it on the inside of your left thigh. Great. You're going to take your left hand and try and reach down the left hand side of your shin, holding onto your ankle. That is a comfortable position for most people. If it's too easy and you can get more out of the stretch, then you're going to take your elbow onto the inside and hook your fingers underneath your Achilles tendon, trying to get the elbow flat on the floor. Your right hand is going to go onto your shoulder, so you're bending your elbow with your elbow up to the ceiling. The aim is to lean back with that elbow. Now, from here, we straighten your right arm up towards the ceiling, and you're going to keep that stretch, reaching the right wrist back as far as you can. Take a few breaths here. Once you feel like this is manageable, if possible, take your right arm all the way over your head, keeping an anchoring feeling down into the right hip. Breathe. That's important. The breath helps the stretch on the side body. When you're done cooking this side, twist your body forward, rotating out of the stretch rather than doing a big flamboyant rise. Let's move to the other side. Right leg extends, left leg bends, right hand reaches to the ankle or the inside of the Achilles tendon. Elbow moves down to the floor, hooking that leg with your hand. Left hand on the shoulder, left arm up towards the ceiling. Press your body back, wait. Keep lengthening through the left hand, reaching behind you. Keep the anchoring of your left hip into the mat, and once you feel like you've got this, you're going to try and reach that left arm into a nice straight line with the rest of your body over your head. Can you go a little further? Good. Hold it there. Breathe into the side body. Let the lungs fill with air. Reaching back the whole time, stacking shoulders one on top of the other. Once you've got your good stretch on the side, you're going to rotate your body forward and come out of it slowly. I like to do this one twice. Sorry. Hook the hand under the Achilles. Right hand to shoulder. Right hand extends. Hold for 15. If it's okay and this position's comfortable, take the hand over for a further 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, breathing, 3, 2, rotate forward, 1, come out of it, swap sides. Stacking, rotating, extend the arm up, 15 seconds. Another 10, 9, straighten this arm, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come out of it, rolling forward. Well done. Okay, we're going to do a little twist. So I want you on your back. You're going to put your hands by your sides. You're going to lift up your bottom. Twist your pelvis so one bum cheek descends towards the mat. Land on your right bum cheek. Extend your right leg. Take your left leg up to tabletop. Grab the outside of your left knee with your right hand, and then hook your left toe behind your right knee. Pull your body over. Look at your left arm, which is now at 90 degrees out to the side. Hold that stretch. Do it for another 10. Good. Engage the core and pull your body back to center. Keep the left foot now on the floor and bend the right knee. We start again. Hands at your sides. Lift up your hips. Twist your pelvis so that the left glute drops. Land on your left bum. Straighten your left leg. Lift your right leg up. We're going to hook the hand on the outside of your right knee. Hook your toes of the right leg behind your left knee, and then look at your right hand, which is now at 90 degrees out to the side. Pull your knee down, but keep your shoulders flat. It was Stefan the other day in a class that asked, what's more important, the knee touching the ground or the shoulders remaining flat? And in this exercise, it's the shoulders remaining flat and trying and attempting to get your knee down to the floor. Good, and now we come out of it using and engaging the core to come back to center. The last exercise is quite a tough one because it stretches the front body all at once and works into extension. So those of you who have back discomfort, it might not be your go-to first prize stretch, so maybe this is the end of the session for you. But those of you feeling like you don't have any inkling of low back pain, or if you want to go slowly, you can try it. Lie on your stomach. Okay, so we want to get the back engaged before we launch into a stretch of the front. So I want you to squeeze your glutes, straighten your legs, and lift them off the floor. Great. You're going to take your right hand now and reach, bending your right knee. Grab hold of your right foot. Then take your left hand, trying to make sure that you're not sacrificing anything in your low back. Grab the left foot. Now applying pressure into your hands with your legs, you're going to attempt to straighten your legs, thereby pulling your chest up off the floor. Hold the stretch and come down slowly. We're going to do 3. Lift, pressing into your hands and come down slowly. And then your very last one, lift and press. And come all the way down. Lower your right, lower your left. Hands by your shoulders and press your bottom onto your heels. Press, stretch. Well done. Take a few moments here and breathe. Take a deep breath in, guys, and exhale. Take one last one in. And as you breathe out, let all tension just go. Well done.